Hey guys, it's Spirit's Voice coming at you again with a reading. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you today. This one, 3 cards again, and I'm gonna channel family. I don't know why, but as I was shuffling my cards, I kept hearing family. Family, 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 family. Do a reading on family. All I need is a beauty and a beat that can make my life complete. What? I ain't heard that song in years. Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj. Why in the world would I ever be? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. All right, what do they need to know about family? Family energy. What do they need to know about family? Family energy. Woo! Child. Is this y'all mama? Oh my gosh. The Empress in reverse? Child. The 8 of Cups. This person is disappointed. They walking away from something. Empress in reverse. If this person is your mama, she is not a good mama. She is not a good mother. She's selfish. She's just the Empress upright. Think of like her being the epitome of a good mother, nurturing, caring, provides for all your needs. Like think of her as like super mom, you know what I mean? Or like I don't know that one everybody had that one person's mom in school that it's not that you wish they were your mom, but you just were like, man, you have a really nice mom. Like, your mom is so cool. Think of that as like the Empress or whatever. In reverse, think of the worst version of that person. Like, I don't know. This person is not a good person. But anyway, they're disappointed in something that happened. Something that happened with business. This person is leaving something behind. I don't know. All right, what's the Empress in reverse? What's the Empress in reverse? Oh yeah, an Empress is governed by the zodiac signs Taurus and Libra. Empress in reverse is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right. So, is y'all mama a dark witch? Is that what this is? That this not funny? I'm so sorry if this is your story. But is your mom like jealous of you? Did you grow up with a mother who was jealous of you? Maybe she tried to compete with you growing up. Maybe she made you feel bad about yourself. I don't know. Maybe she just was a very insecure person, and so she tried to project these insecurities onto you to try to make you feel bad about yourself. I don't know. Page of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I think that growing up, this is the energy you were in. You were a Page of Wands. I think you were probably a child who talked a lot, very free-spirited. You probably were one of those kids who, I don't know, you were a dreamer. You were a dreamer child. And I feel like to have a Page of Wands child for a Queen of Wands in reverse was probably a nightmare for this person, because you were probably a reflection for this person of everything they never like did. They never turned out, you know, to be, you know. Because if you're a Page of Wands in the upright and she's a Queen of Wands in the reverse, I mean, you could grow up to be a Queen of Wands in the upright while she's still a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So jealous, insecure, selfish, while you have so many ideas, limitless potential. You like to be free. You like to explore the world. You like to find out things. This person is closed-minded. This person, I feel like they're a surface level individual. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like maybe you left home. Maybe you left home early. At a young age, you left home early. Perhaps you did. Yeah. You left home early. Maybe you were trying to find balance in your life because you never knew balance growing up. You never knew good things. So I got the 7 of Cups. Your whole you were searching for something to break the illusions that I assume this Queen of Wands in the reverse had put on you when you were just a Page of Wands. You had to break these illusions off of you, because I mean, our childhood, that governs us, you know what I mean? I mean, it you know, your childhood can absolutely influence your adulthood, especially if you don't heal from it, or you had a really bad childhood, or you know, something like this where a person is obviously your worst enemy. Your own mother was your worst enemy. That's absolutely sad. And then she's been doing this to you since you were a Page of Wands. This person probably tried to sabotage every single last thing you got, to the point where you had no choice but to leave home early when you were probably just a Page of Wands. This person probably didn't teach you anything. You left home as a Page of Wands. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, but you were a page, impulsive. You don't know anything about the world for real, but you know, all you knew is that you wanted to leave. Yeah, this person fed you all kind of illusions, probably made you feel like you would never have anything, like you didn't deserve anything. I feel like this person probably was the kind of person who expected a lot out of you from a very young age, to the point where you didn't feel useful unless you were breaking your back trying to do something. You just, you know, you didn't feel like you were worth somebody just wanting to do something for you. You felt like you just had to work extremely hard for something. And I feel like this relationship, probably with money, kept you in a long financial crisis or whatever, because you know, money is energy. And if you feel like if you grow up this way, you're gonna squander your money. I doubt that if you left home as a page, your mother taught you anything. So you had to learn all this stuff on your own, by like going inwards. It looks like you traveled a lot, you discovered a lot. And I think that you probably broke these illusions. I feel like it's surrounding money, abundance, just the things that you're worth in life, you know, just abundance in general, you know. Yeah, I feel like you never knew stability in your life. So if you never know stability, how can you create it for yourself? You know, it's harder for you to create something that you don't know what it looked like, you know? You don't know what stability looked like. I feel like this created a many tower moments in your life. You had a many tower moments just learning these lessons and breaking these illusions that had been put on you from when you was a page, as a young child. From this Empress in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. Your mother could be a dark witch into dark energy manipulation. She could have been siphoning your page energy as a child. Because I feel like she lost her spark early in her life. I don't know if your mother had a child young, or your mother just felt like she gave her life up to everybody else but never lived it herself. But either way, she wanted to live your life. She felt like you had the spunk she never had. She felt like you had like limitless potential. She liked it, but she didn't like the way you thought because it made her look dumb. I feel like she was just a very limited person, but she put her own self in limitations. Yeah. I feel like you had decisions to make. You could have chose to stay on that same path with those illusions and forever have a Ten of Pentacles reverse, never have nothing because you feel like you're not worth anything, or you could have went and you broke these illusions. But either way, it would have been a tower. But I feel like you chose the right path because you had strength through the situation. But I feel like you had to do all of this on your own. I feel like you had to separate yourself from this person and maybe your whole damn family, since this spread is about family, you know. Maybe you've been walking by yourself for a while. And I mean, you know. Alright, so let's see. What's the Two of Swords with the Strength? What's the Two of Swords with the Strength? Okay, Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's go over this so it can explain the signs. The Empress is governed by Taurus and Libra. The Queen of Wands, whether in upright or reverse, is a fire sign. But they don't have to be these signs, but this is just the signs that rule over the card. Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Same with all wands are like fire energies. The Tower is Scorpio energy. Yeah. Queen of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I think this situation required you to acquire boundaries. I feel like you weren't raised to have boundaries. I feel like you were raised to be a doormat, preferably your mother's doormat. And because you were raised to be your mother's doormat, you were raised to be society's doormat. So you had to go inwards and not do that no more. I feel like these people really hurt you. These people stabbed you in your back. You were severely betrayed by the first person in your life who was supposed to be your everything, which was your mother. That was your first betrayal in your life. You had to be in defense from your own mother. From your own mother, you were in defense because she betrayed you constantly. That's what you got with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. I feel like your mother made it seem like to other people that she was very giving to you, very generous. Your mom's probably a narcissist. She made it seem to everybody else that she did a lot for you. In reality, I feel like she was so unbalanced herself, and I feel like her priorities were just messed up. Her priorities were all messed up. So there was no way for her to balance you in with whatever she had going on in her life. Yeah, so I feel like this left you with Ace of Cups, very emotionally unfulfilled from a very young age. You probably felt a sense of emptiness, a sense of feeling like you don't belong. Obviously it messes with how you see yourself, but thankfully, here you are with the Devil in reverse. You let this stuff go, these limiting beliefs, after you went into hermit mode and you started going inward and healing or whatnot. So I feel like there's a family dynamic that you have released yourself from with the Eight of Wands in reverse, so that way you could come into your Nine of Cups energy. This is your justice because you did this. Well, you're gonna get justice because you did this. These people could have been doing magic on you to block your intuition, to block you from just everything. These people, this family dynamic is not healthy at all. This is a broken family dynamic. This is a trifling family dynamic. This family dynamic could be headed by a King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who's greedy, overly obsessed with how they look to the outside world. And then with the Magician in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse, this person could have been doing, well, this person could be a narcissist who was doing some kind of energy manipulation. And then Knight of Cups, this person, this King of Pentacles, this person could be moody, jealous, maybe of you, of your potential. Either way, these people getting bad karma. Like, stuff they did, it's not, I'm sure they're in regret now. These people are probably in regret for the things that they did, but I mean, it's too late. Like, they shouldn't have did this, so yeah, they shouldn't have I feel like they waged war against you in the spiritual realm. And they wanted you to experience a Ten of Swords or whatever. Maybe they wanted you to have a Ten of Swords so that way you would have to come back to them to, like you will always need them. These people never wanted you to be able to, like, balance your finances with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. These people always wanted you to need them because they're emotionally immature. They're emotionally immature and they can't break free from whatever demons, devil, generational curses, attachments that they have, that plagued their life. So people like misery love company kind of situation. But you know what? You went inward. You went inward. I feel like this is you coming into a harmony with yourself in a way. I feel like these damn people and regret. You know, bad karma. They probably all moody and jealous. Maybe they all getting into it with each other after doing all this damn black magic because of this King of Pentacles to prevent you from maybe getting the Ten of Pentacles. The High Priestess could also be a dark witch. This person could be it's governed by water, but this person could have Pisces in their chart. They could be a Pisces. These people wanted you binded, but because you got rid of those self-limiting beliefs, they couldn't bind you no more, and that's why you head into your Nine of Cups. This is your justice. Okay. I feel like this is how you're heading towards your new beginnings. Happy, you know, invigorated perhaps. I don't know if these people are trying to hold on to something, or they're trying to stagnate your life, or they're trying to maybe turn you into a Queen of Cups in reverse. Take away your hope, your emotional balance, make you feel like love is not going to come in. So then that'll make you clingy and codependent and insecure about yourself and things like that. So that way your manifestations won't come in with the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, so you'll feel just like you don't know where you're going. I mean, yeah. But I feel like you going the way you're supposed to go. I feel like whatever investments that they made into hurting you, causing chaos in your life, clouding your judgment or whatever, that was stupid, man. I feel like it only brought you new opportunities because I feel like it burdened you with the Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like whatever they put you through, it burdened you so much, it forced you to put down your burdens. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like these people hurt you so bad that the stuff that they did had the opposite effect. Because it felt like to me that you had so much pain that you was like, you know what? I done had the worst of the worst of the worst pain. So you ain't got nothing else to throw at me. I'm gonna go the other way. I feel like that's just what you did. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like you have a new beginning come in. You have, after all these delays and things you went through, I think you're still manifesting and everything like that. But I think now, instead of like living fully in your heart, you're more so in this King of Swords energy, or maybe this is somebody coming in where you're just making more so head over heart decisions, because I feel like the other way got you messed up. Maybe you were too in your feelings and like Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Yeah. But I feel like it was it was illuminated some kind of illusion about your self-development, and I think, yeah, I just think you've been playing, you didn't believe in yourself, man. Yeah, look, you was real greedy with yourself, you know, like you didn't want nobody experiencing you, but that also closed you off from the outside world. And I get it, you know, Seven of Swords, you have been betrayed a lot. You know, maybe you ain't know who to trust. And I mean, here's an Emperor upright. I don't know if this is somebody coming in, like a counterpart or something like that, or that person like is, I don't know. Maybe you are on defense against this Emperor. You don't trust them because of some things you've been through in the past. Yeah, look, self-doubt, judgment in reverse. You're nervous that this would be your positive judgment, but it is, because look, you released all this stuff. Nine of Swords in reverse. You deserve this, okay? This is look, it's a Page of Cups. It's a new opportunity. You're gonna be happy, new love. And look, with the Fool, new beginnings. Okay, you guys might get married. Yeah. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think you got your heart broken by somebody who made it seem like something it wasn't. But this made you go inwards to heal your inner child. And I feel like eventually it turned you into the Queen of Pentacles with the Star energy. Maybe you're seen in the public light. I feel like you having just nobody, it feels like you ain't have nobody. Everybody you had, you was beefing with, so you had no support system. And I feel like this put you in the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I think you had very low self-worth, you know. Maybe you didn't know how to be a good steward of your finance at one point, so you were living way beyond your means. And yeah, maybe you thought that that was what success was. Maybe you just didn't have a good idea of what success actually was or what it meant to you. But I feel like now you have some really good new ideas. You're in a better place. I think you're taking off of these ideas, and it could be moving quickly, or it could be coming in quickly. Yeah, I feel like I feel like you're gonna choose happiness with the King of Wands energy. But yeah, I don't know what the world going on, man. Let me tell you, if you don't believe that it's mothers out here who be jealous of their children, I don't know. You gonna have to Google it or something. But that's a very real thing, because it's like sometimes people look at their kids as like better versions of them, because a lot of times people give their kids better than what they had, and it's like, man, shoot, I could have been this if my mama just took me to school. Oh, I could have been this if I just had the same help. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a lot of comparison sometimes that people can do. I mean, it's trifling. You know what I mean? Don't have kids if you're like that. But, or you need to go to therapy before you have kids, because that's not fair to them. But that's a real thing, you know? Just people can be bitter, very bitter, because their life didn't turn out how they probably wanted it to turn out. But I feel like people like that don't take enough accountability for where their life is at and how they got there. So, yeah. So, Empress in reverse, I'm sorry to whoever had her as the mama, because all she did with this 7 of cups is put illusions on you from a young age to question your worth. This person could have been a Virgo. Look, the 10 of Pentacles, it's got the Virgo. This person could have been a Virgo. We don't know her. She could have been an earth sign. She could have been a Libra. Libra is an air sign, but could have been a Libra. That's just the signs that's on here. Person could have been a Capricorn. Yeah, so they could have been Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, or a fire sign. Empress is governed by Taurus and Libra. So, yeah. And then double confirmation or triple confirmation with the Libra. And, yeah, so. I mean, or this person could just have been a person who liked to appear diplomatic in person. Like, this person, you could go out with this person and maybe they try to make you look crazy all the time, and like them be the good person. I don't know. This person is sick in the head. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like this person, if this person acts like this, I can't imagine how they have many friends. If this is just how they act. That's probably why they treated you how they treated you. So yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. This person could be a dark witch. Yeah, doing magic on their own child. That's a damn shame. You a hoe for that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Why you having kids just to try to mess their life up? You're a weirdo. But whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm just saying. You're weird. But I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you beat it with logic. You beat this I feel like it was a generational curse, because I feel like if somebody is like this, like they're so like manipulative, and I don't know, maybe they just had a bad childhood. But hold on real quick, I forgot to do the 8 of Cups. And that's what I'm finna do right now. Is pull on this Eight of Cups. All right, let's see. Matter of fact, let's add these back in there. And then we're gonna pull on this Eight of Cups, and I'm gonna head out, y'all. I don't know, the readings been good today, y'all. I mean, obviously this last story was, I ain't gonna say it been good, but you know, they've been, you know. All right. What's the Eight of Cups? Oh. The Queen of Cups? Okay. What's the Eight of Cups with the Queen of Cups? Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups. Right here. Could be a Queen of Cups who is receiving. This Queen of Cups could be receiving good luck through a Knight of Cups, just because this you remember we had the Empress in reverse come out. Just because this Empress in reverse, I guess she has to give up on something. She's walking away and leaving something behind. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, look. It's going to be a celebration for you, while this other person, they having setbacks. King of Wands in reverse and the Hangman. Yeah. This doesn't have to be a man. This could just be a woman in masculine energy. Like, this is how she was moving, impulsive and ruthless, with unachievable expectations. Like, what she was trying to do was never going to happen. Quite literally, whatever she was trying to do, and I feel like she was trying to destiny swap with you, because she's a weirdo. But whatever she was trying to do, it was never going to happen. All she could do was put you in Hangman, delay them, and you went in with this Hangman and you did the right thing. I feel like you accepted your tower. Accepted a tower. Shoot, this is a tower for them, for her. That's this King of Wands could be going through a tower. This person could be extremely sad. I don't know. Maybe because your manifestations are coming in and this has been brought to light. Yeah, after conflict and them trying to win at all costs, be a bully to you, maybe try to steal something for you, be in competition with you. This person is a weirdo. They might have financially cursed themselves doing that. They could have been doing magic on you to bring you endings in your life. Yeah, look at you. You held out. You was fighting, man. This was a real big test of your faith. But it's okay because judgment done been called. And you done, damn. This person right here, this, excuse me, King of Wands energy in reverse. This person in some kind of self-imposed prison. They have a real bad victim mentality. They trapped in something. Whatever they did, they probably trapped in it. If they send some energy back to you, they know it's got to come back to them. And they know it's going to come back. Duh. But this person was in their ego. When they did this to you, they was in their ego. Trying to be greedy, stingy. Just trying to be nasty to you. And they thought that this would work out in their greater good. They thought that whatever they were doing to you, like, it would be a good investment for them. Yeah, look, Ten of Wands in reverse. They're trying to resist an ending. I think this person, yeah, they just wanted power over you. They just wanted to, they just wanted your manifestations. They wanted everything that was meant for you to be for them. But I feel like this put you in your masculine energy. Because you had to go within. Yeah. Look, Queen of Wands in reverse to the King of Wands in reverse. Look, the Empress in reverse. Look, Queen of Wands. She came out like this the last time with the Queen of Wands reverse and the Empress. And y'all seen us shuffle. Yeah, your mama could be a dark witch. No offense to you, but your mama could be a dark witch. A dark witch with no self-respect, Lord, child. Who's selfish, insecure, and jealous. Icky. Obviously, you had to drop this person like a bad habit. And then immediately go inward and start working on yourself. Yeah, you went inward. Disconnected from everybody to release whatever devil energy that this person had put on you. Yeah, you started soul searching. You started truth seeking, finding out about yourself. I feel like you may have grew up very traditional. Perhaps you had a very religious upbringing. That was, you know, just how you were, you know, raised. But yeah, I think you did all of this by yourself with no support. Through all these people trying to deceive you, manipulate. I feel like this Page of Swords in reverse, they was gossiping about you, trying to hold you back, trying to delay a union coming in. They didn't want you to love yourself. They didn't want you to have happiness. Look, they didn't want you to have love. Look. Two of Pentacles, not Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse with the Lovers upright. They didn't want you to have love. They didn't want you to love yourself. They didn't want you like nothing. They didn't want you to come in harmony with loving yourself. And they didn't want you to come in harmony with nobody who's going to love you. Look. They wanted everybody to be stingy with you. They wanted everybody to, yeah, be stingy with you. Maybe revoke that. They wanted everybody to leave you in the Five of Pentacles upright. They wanted everybody to leave you in the cold. They wanted you to experience poverty. They wanted you to have nothing. They wanted you to hate yourself. Literally. These are people from your childhood who did this to you. Yeah. People from your childhood, people you knew growing up. Look, betrayed you. Literally betrayed you. Acted real strategic. All because they greedy people. Smug, dissatisfied with their own life, very materialistic, lacking inner happiness. These people wanted to take your inner happiness, so they didn't want you to be happy because these people are not happy. 9 of Cups in reverse. These people damn near hate themselves. Yeah, look, so they were extremely unfair to you. They tried to punish you literally for just being yourself. They just were very unfair. I guarantee you to this day they never took accountability for it. Justice in reverse. They were dishonest. Yeah, they tried to if you ever told these people about things that you wanted to do in your life, these people would say little things to you to make you not go towards it, or make you think that it was not attainable, because these people wanted to delay you. They didn't want you to do anything. And look, right as I take that off and I said these people wouldn't tell you the right thing, look, King of Cups in reverse. Bad advice. These people were emotionally manipulative to you. These people were very emotionally manipulative to you. They purposely tried to lead you down the wrong path so that way you wouldn't be successful. They knew that you would be successful, but they did not want to help you. Instead, they wanted to hurt you. They wanted to make sure you did not be successful. Look, and this put you in 3 of Swords energy. This broke your heart. Realizing that these people did you like this broke your heart. It probably had you in all kind of pain and everything. But what you did was you got up, you released everything you were carrying, and you moved on. You moved on. Okay? You probably had a lot of wounds that you needed to heal from when you were a child. And I feel like you went in and you healed these wounds and you started moving on. You moved on from it. Queen of Pentacles. To the Star. People could see you as like a mother figure. Maybe a lot of people, like, if they didn't have a good relationship with their own mother, they see you as like a replacement. Not like replacement like that, but they just find you very nurturing, probably outgoing. You're probably extremely spiritual. You're very calm. You're very nurturing. Very parental. You give good advice. Yeah. But I feel like this is these people where the reason they even did any of this to you is because they in the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. These people are greedy. They live beyond their means. These kind of people where they like to look like they have money and they don't have no money. These are kind of people where they'll spend their last to go to the club, but they won't buy, but then they'll try to ask somebody else for money to buy their child Pampers or food. These are kind of people where they'll spend money on clothes, shoes, and things like that, but struggle to pay their rent. Priorities messed up. They only care about the way they look to everybody else. Everything these people do is overindulgent. Everything they do. They're very imbalanced individuals who have their priorities messed up. And they was mad at you because here you are, Page of Wands energy. Okay? You are an inspiration. People probably find you inspirational. You have a lot of unique ideas that you want to chase after. These people didn't want you to chase after them. These people wanted you to be in this energy. These people wanted you to be in the Knight of Swords energy. These people wanted you burnt out, unfocused, not knowing where you're going. They wanted you to be impulsive and just, you know, but I feel like you removed yourself from this situation because it was burdening you. You was taking on way too many burdens. So I think you removed yourself from the situation. King of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, we had the Queen of Pentacles come out earlier. This could be your counterpart coming in to bring you a 10 of Pentacles, ultimate fulfillment, happiness, essentially a true, like a love story in the 3D. You could notice intuitively. You could be a high priestess. Your knowledge could, your intuition could be telling you this. Queen of Swords. Okay. So you could be an air sign, or you could be an air sign, you could be an earth sign. What else we have come out? Yeah, just air and earth right now. So you can be and the high priestess is water. So you could be air sign, earth sign, water sign. You don't have to be an earth. This is just the energy that you could be in. So you can be a high priestess, but like you could be, say, high priestess is governed by Pisces. Say you're a Pisces, but you're in Queen of Swords energy. You know what I mean? Just direct, no chaser. You said what you said. You know what I mean? Just, yeah. I just feel like you sat up here and even though you had no closure, you found your own way out of this negative energy. Yeah, I feel like these people, they just had you in the worst version of yourself. You know, ow. Yeah, but you persevered through it. You look, last card, 7 of Cups. These people had you in heavy illusion. Yeah, just you were probably rather daydreaming than actually working towards your goals. So, yeah. Yes, y'all. So, that is what I had for you. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Okay? I'm saying tomorrow. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you find it, hey, you found me. Anyway, all right. I love you guys. And I'll be back. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel the need to, and I resonated with you. All right. Bye.